The insurance company called me on a Tuesday. I remember the exact day because I had only been home for 3 weeks. I had come back from the overseas assignment as quickly as I could after my father passed, but there had been a gap. 10 days where I was finishing obligations I couldn't abandon, and in that gap, my sister Cynthia had handled everything. The arrangements, the paperwork, the calls. I had thanked her. My father was retired Army, 68 years old. He had carried a life insurance policy for 31 years, the same policy, the same terms, the same beneficiaries. My name had been on that policy since I was 22. He had told me once, in the direct way he had of telling me things, "It's yours when I go. Don't argue about it. It's already decided." He was not a complicated man. He trusted the people he loved. And he had loved Cynthia too, both of us, equally, in the way parents do when they have not yet learned to account for what their children might do in the spaces they cannot see. The insurance adjuster's name was Marcus Webb. He explained that before releasing a policy payout of this size, they conducted a signature verification when a beneficiary change form had been submitted within a certain window of time before the policyholder's death. It was a standard process, he said, routine. A beneficiary change form had been submitted 4 months before my father's death. I had not known a form had been submitted at all. The form removed me as primary beneficiary and named Cynthia in my place. The signature at the bottom was my father's name. Marcus Webb told me, carefully, that the signature did not match the samples they had on file from the original policy documents, from other correspondence, from the legal records they kept. He asked if I could come in. I said yes, I'll be there tomorrow morning. I did not call Cynthia that night. I thought about it for a long time. I sat at my desk in the home office where my father's photograph sits on the shelf, him in uniform, the year before he retired. And I thought about what I knew and what I didn't know and what the right order of operations was. What I knew. A beneficiary change form existed with a signature my father had apparently not written. What I didn't know, when it had been submitted, who had submitted it, whether Cynthia had done it herself or had asked someone else to, or whether there was some explanation I hadn't considered. What I knew about order of operations: document first, confront second. Never the other way around. I went to the insurance office the next morning. Marcus Webb showed me the form. He showed me the signature samples. My father's actual signature over 31 years of documents. The differences were visible to me without being a handwriting expert. The pressure was wrong. The angle of the final letter. The way my father always crossed his T's had not been replicated. The insurance company had already begun an internal investigation. They had paused the payout. They connected me with their fraud department. The fraud department connected me with their legal team, who connected me to law enforcement. Over the following 6 weeks, the investigation established that the form had been submitted in person at a regional insurance office, not the main branch where my father had always conducted his business, on a Tuesday afternoon 4 months before he passed. My father had not left his house unassisted for 8 months before his death. He had not been at that office. Cynthia did not confess. She had explanations. She said my father had asked her to handle it. She said he had signed the form himself. She said she had only been trying to help. None of her explanations addressed how our father, who needed a walker to reach the mailbox, had traveled to a regional branch he had never visited to sign a document that didn't look like his signature. The insurance company declined to pay the altered claim. The original policy stood. I was still the beneficiary of record. The matter was referred for criminal investigation. Cynthia was charged with insurance fraud and forgery. She eventually entered a plea. I did not feel what I expected to feel when it was resolved. I thought I would feel vindicated, or relieved, or something that felt like justice. Mostly, I felt grief. Grief for my father, who had trusted both of us. Grief for a sister I had believed I understood. Grief for the version of our family that existed in my mind before that Tuesday phone call. She had done this while I was overseas, while I was trying to get home, while he was dying. I don't know what she needed it for. She never explained that part. I still work in the same hospital. I still have my father's photograph on the desk in the home office. I still have the policy documents, all of them, the originals, going back to the year I was first named on it. I kept them because he told me to. He was a careful man about paperwork. He believed in having the originals. He was right about a lot of things. If you are named as a beneficiary on any policy, life insurance, a will, any financial instrument, you can request confirmation of your current status directly from the institution at any time. You do not need a reason. You do not need permission. You can call them and ask. You may never need to know. But if something has been changed, you will find out while there is still time to do something about it. My father did not know what had been done to his documents. I am grateful the insurance company called. I am grateful Marcus Webb's verification process existed. I am grateful that a routine check caught what was not routine at all. Keep the originals. Call and verify. You have every right to know.